How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day today. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope your month has been going good. We're off into this month, coming into the about a week and a half left in this month. Okay, but yeah, you guys already know this is Granna coming to you from Kitchen Talk Time. So let's just get ready and hop on into our conversation for today. I wanted to just talk to you guys about a little self-care, a little taking care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else, because we all know you cannot take care of anyone else if you're not at your best or not 100% of yourself. And I've been on this journey where I'm really trying to be more productive when it comes to myself, put in the work on myself as I would do for others or do in other areas of my life. I'm just really trying to focus in on putting that into me, feeding it into myself. And sometimes when you talk to people about self-care and taking better care of yourself, it may come off that you're being selfish, and you don't want to be there for your family, or you don't want to be there for a friend, or whatever the case is. They're so used to you being in this space over here where you're available for whatever that someone else may want you to do or need you to do, and now you're coming to them telling them that you're about to focus on yourself. It's about to be all about you. And they may think that you're being selfish, but that's not the case. It's not the case at all. And when you really sit down or sit back and really look at where you at and what you wanting for yourself, you have to take care of yourself. And if it's selfish to someone else, then it is what it is. But you have to to me, the key thing when it comes to self-care is it's all about your physical, your mental, your spiritual. It's all about your body and where you at in that, and what you're willing to take from this point on. You set expectation for people, or you set expectation for yourself, and you set goals for yourself and where you want to be at this time and that time, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever the case may be. And if you set in these expectations and you expect for other people, or you expect for things to be this way, and then when it comes to yourself and you're not even meeting those expectations that you put on yourself for yourself, and I mean, it can be tolerating foolishness from people, it can be tolerating disrespect from people, whatever it is. But if you set those expectations for someone else to follow in your life, then you got to live up to those expectations yourself. You can't cut yourself short. You have to let yourself know that you're worthy. Let yourself know that you're important. Let yourself know that you would not tolerate, disrespectful. You would not tolerate any foolishness or any of that kind of stuff. You have to stick to that to make yourself better. Sometimes you have to just take a break from all the daily routines or the daily things that you're used to coming into your life. Stress, drama, disturbance in your peace, all that. You have to, take a break away from that, take a step back, and focus on what it is you want, where you at right now in your life. And with me, I want peace. I want healthiness. I want joy. I want happiness. I want positivity around me. These are the things that I want. So these are the things I have to portray. These are the things I have to put out there to really, get what I want, where I'm at now. If your self-care is meditating, exercising, eating right, whatever it is, it's different for everybody. I'm not telling anybody how to self-care themselves, how to take care of themselves. I'm just kind of talking about some things that I'm continually to work on when it comes to my self-care and where I'm trying to get. And it's not about me trying to cut anybody out of my life, or it's not about me it's not about me being not being kind to people, but I gotta first be kind to myself before I can spread that kindness around. I gotta first respect myself before I can expect someone else to respect me. I gotta put in the work. I gotta be productive in my life every day. I got to project on everyone else what I expect and where I'm at and the changes that I'm making to continue on this journey of taking care of myself. And it's kind of hard for some people, but when you're just over exerting yourself, or you're over giving and giving and giving, and that's when you start getting the stress. That's when you start feeling exhausted. You're feeling overwhelmed, and you just don't. You're bringing all this extra stuff on yourself because you may be trying to please someone else, or you may be trying to you're just taking on too much. You got to get to the point when it comes to self-care where you're not more concerned about pleasing other people. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. And that's something else that I had to learn, that it's okay to say no. It's all right. It's okay to put me first, and, letting go of all that extra baggage or stuff that I don't need on me, and accepting the fact that I can't take on the problem of everyone else, especially when you're taking people problem on, or you listen to people and what they're going through, and you're trying to give them the best advice that you can give them, and it comes back to you in a negative way. If you're trying to put out positivity, or you're trying to help someone go through their journey, or go through whatever they're in right at that moment, and whatever they're into that, and you're trying to help them to come up out of that, and in return you're only getting negativity, then it's not even worth it. You have to learn to just sit back, observe, listen, and be non-vocal. Just don't even say nothing, because a lot of times that's going to end up putting that extra stress on you. And it's something that you don't need. It's something that I don't need. It's something that I am trying to remove myself from and get over here in this all positive space. And I know it's not going to always be positive. It's not going to always be great. The sunshine is not going to be shine all the time. But, the more shade you stand under, the less sunshine going to hit you in the face. So I just try to stay over here in the shade and keep that out, out of my path and everything. But yeah, you have to, you just got to take care of yourself, and you just got to figure out what you're going to allow yourself to take in or take on, and what you're not going to allow to happen or go on around you that you just don't have good vibes about it. If it's not good vibes, then you got to learn to say no. You got to leave it alone. You got to just learn to say no. You cannot take on everybody's problem. You cannot be there for everybody. You cannot fix everything. You can only fix yourself. You can only fix yourself. People say they're tired of this, or they're tired of that, and you talk about it, and you talk about it, and you talk about it, and you look up 6 months later, and you're still talking about the same thing. It's the same conversation. It's just it's just been 6 months since you had the conversation, but it's the same thing, So me, personally, I'm just at a point that I don't have time to keep repeating the same thing over and over. I don't have time to keep hitting my head up against the wall and getting the same results. So I just said, okay, it's time for me to focus on self-care for number one, for Tintiy, for Granna, and just do that. And if everybody don't want to come on board with where you're at and what I'm trying to do, or whoever out there trying to take care of themselves and go in a different direction, because when you're going to the north, that ain't working. So now you're trying to come back to the south. Then you got to do what's right for you, and you got to do what feels good, and you got to just make those changes for yourself. And like I said, it's not about being selfish. It's not. It is all about your peace of mind and how you feel about yourself, and making sure that you're 100%. Because you can't take. I don't care who you're trying to take care of. It doesn't matter if you're not 100% and you're taking on all this stuff. At the end of the day, you're gonna be so stressed out and so exhausted that you're gonna tear yourself down. It's gonna just destroy yourself. It's gonna destroy your mind, your body, your soul, and you're not gonna have any peace. If you can't have peace within yourself, are you feeling good, and you over here trying to make somebody else feel good? What is that gonna do? That's not gonna do anything for you. So you can't make someone else feel good, or you can't lift someone else up when you're down, or you're feeling some kind of way, or you're negative. You can't give out kindness to other people when you're not being kind to yourself. When you can't beat yourself up and come over here and try to be good to somebody else. So you got to take care of yourself first. So I'm trying to, that's the journey, a part of the journey that I'm on now. And I'm trying to get to a better place, in a more positive space, and, less trauma or less stress. Just being in a good space, having that peace of mind, waking up in the morning and feeling good about myself, and know that I'm worthy, know that I'm a good person, know that I deserve respect and kindness and all that, as much as the next person. And that when I set my expectations, that I am also having myself to live up to those expectations. Because if I'm not doing it, then no one else is gonna do it, So those are just some things that I've been going through, and things that's been on my mind. I'm always jotting stuff down and trying to see what can I do to to make things better. How can I go by of improving myself and getting myself to that next stage? And things come up. Yes, things happen. I may have a daily to-do list of things. I'll make sure I'm doing this for myself. And sometimes I get off track from that, because some things do come up that I may have to kind of, tweak a little bit here and there. But I'm definitely trying to make Granna first and number one, and just working on myself, just self-care. It is so important. Self-care is it's essential. Back when we was going through the coronavirus and all that, you had these places that was essential, that was still open. That's how it is when it comes to self-care. Self-care is essential. It has to be open all the time for yourself, for you to improve on it and be more productive and work through it, okay? So that's kind of like, it's like having an oxygen mask. If that doctor tell you need this oxygen to breathe and to live, then you're gonna put it on. You're gonna do it. So it's the same thing when it comes to self-care. You got to look at yourself like that. You gotta look at, like, if I don't do this, then I'm not gonna survive. I'm gonna stress myself out. So I have to take care of myself. So that's just a little something that I've been thinking about and been going through, and it's just a journey. I'm always trying to find ways to improve and change anything negative that I can in my life, and try to improve on it. And I try to call myself out when I know I'm doing something that's just not going to be some good vibes. Okay. All right. Well, I'm about to get up out of here. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about self-care. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to go back, share my video, hit that subscribe button and leave me comments. Share, comment, subscribe. Okay? All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to check you out next time around.